Surely. Surely there aren't two streams this time. Okay, thank God. Mm, can we do horizontal? No, we don't need to. Should be enough. Okay. Get the link. Plug it in where needed. Okay. Nice. Chat connected. So that should work now. Didn't set up multi-stream today, but that's fine. Gotta send the link in the Discord. Okay. Let's see, actually, is that a good angle? Could be improved, maybe. It's always the ring finger visibility. Whatever, that's pretty much alright. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't download the freaking new version. Just a moment. Which one is it? Oh yeah, and new version of the song file that doesn't have the popping. Yeah, I don't know what that second link is, but it shouldn't be for me. Just a sec, I have to apply a patch to my Deltarune. I'm just gonna pre-verify integrity of files. Thank you, Ashes. It's gonna be a few minutes. Understand if you don't want to wait. This is something I knew I was gonna have to do a couple of things at the start of stream that like I couldn't do before, but this I could have done before. Patching never works unless I verify integrity of files first. I don't know if that's normal. Okay. Delta patcher. Wait, I didn't. Or I'll... Where's downloads? Copy that. Make a folder. Okay. Chapter 3 data.win. No. Did I like not put it in there? I apparently didn't. I swear I did. God, I am slow at this stuff. Okay. Delta patcher. Chapter 3 data.win. And then the patch file, whatever. If I can navigate my desktop, apply patch, it worked. And now, don't forget about the song. Okay. Okay, now it should work. Hello, Dawn. Alright, I'm gonna... The last attack was... Whoops, I didn't enable hold breath. But this was changed so that it's not RNG anymore. I wasn't even doing the wiggle, but oh. Okay, I should be able to find a comfortable strat that'll work the exact same every time soon. I'm a bit tired today, and forming sentences is a little rough somehow at this juncture for me, so bear with me, I might not talk a whole lot. Maybe I'll wake up as I go. Okay, I mean that, if I just didn't mess up at the beginning, that was all very reasonable over there. But let me experiment with different portions of the board. See what's truly the most lenient. Okay, yeah, I mean, like, pretty doable there. What about right side? Well, the way I do this, getting the right side I'd have to, like, rush over to, so if I can avoid it, I wouldn't like to. Puff was saying something about, like, a quarter of the ways, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. Like about here or something. I don't think I was understanding. Like, if we're going from left to right, 25% of the way. So, like, closer to the left than not. Hey, what's up, Puff? And Neon, thank you, thank you. There's like one tight dodge at the end right there that I'd prefer to find something more lenient if possible, but that might just be what it is. I can't say I'm exactly reacting to this. I sort of know how the pattern plays out, and that it doesn't desync. I mean, it kind of desyncs from like what you'd expect over time, right? But it's like a predictable desync. So that's why I'm able to move like a little bit before actually reacting in the proper direction. I think? I don't know. I don't know the truth of how I'm perceiving this. Yeah, there's just that final cut to the left that I could see myself getting hit on. Let me try just being centered. Maybe there's a good spot in the center. Or some visual cue even? I don't know what I mean by that, but maybe? Nah, that's not it. Oh, that must be what Puff is talking about. Where I ended up, in the end, seemed like lenient the whole way. I don't know if it's lenient at the very beginning. If it is, that's perfect. So just like a little off-center to the left. Maybe that's what Puff said originally. Where was it? Okay, I'm gonna have to find that, I don't, what column portion I was at. I have to choose the right stars to be between and then choose the correct direction to go first. And just remember whatever that is. And if I can do those two things, I'll be set. Okay, there. Look at how lenient that is. Oh, the whole way through. Actually, it's no better. Actually, it's no better. Am I crazy? Is it a little more to the left? Not quite, but that worked. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to find my own thing. It is what it is. Even in a panic, just continuing to go in one direction is doable for me. And hey, Halo. Honestly, nothing is better than like the very first thing I tried, which was... Oh. Yeah, regardless if I find something I think I'm comfortable with, I'd still like to peep it, because it might not be as good as what you got. Like, if I just bought out and do the exact same thing that I try to do in the previous version... Yeah, that's like a tight dodge at the end. I guess I could... Knowing that a tight dodge is coming... Could I just go to the right at the end? Obviously, it would be preferable to alternate the whole way, but I think it's a lot to ask for to find, like, the perfect column to be in and have it be lenient the entire time. I'm sure there's a position that exists where it works out that way. I haven't tried that many possibilities yet, to be fair. And it's a little awkward going, like, edging to the right from there. What about top left corner? Okay, now I was seeing if there's some random magic that just happened to work out. That would be kind of silly. What about not far from the left corner? Wait a sec. Is there a way that I can just go tappy tappy from left to right across the length? This requires a little bit of knowledge of how this works out. Oh, I'll read your message in a second, Halo. Let me try my garbage one more time. Oh my fucking god, that almost works. But it requires you to press right at the correct time, yeah. So, which isn't gonna be consistent. Start in the middle. Okay. What if you started in the middle and started moving up near the end to make the last timings easier, maybe? Nah, I'm staying at the top border. I don't think I can't be Endo. I don't even want to be. I've had the most success not complicating it and just doing one-dimensional. Okay, hold on a second though. Can I make the magic work again? Or is that a one-time thing? Okay, the very end, you'd have to go back. I don't know that there's a way you can just go, like, down. Oh, but now I want to... I'm attached to this. I regret to inform everyone I'm attached to this idea right now. Surely this can't be best, right? And... No, like... Well, okay, there could be, like, a visual cue of when to press right. I just don't know what I'm gonna do at the very end. Like, it doesn't... Unless I can last for longer just sitting in the corner, because if I'm not mistaken, you can kind of idle in the top left corner for an extra second, maybe? Holy cope. Nah, okay, it catches up to you. It catches up to you. Forget it, forget it. Scratch it, scratch it, scratch it. Put that behind the tree. Far off his buddy had to dig. Bruh. Okay. Hey, He-Grid. Alright, guys, look, I'm normal. I'll find a very normal strategy. I just want to see how long can I be in the top left corner, actually. Nah, it hits you instantly. Hits you instantly. I half gave up and then fully gave up. What? Wow. But tapping, though, like the conscious tapping of it all could work, could function. Nah, the going left at the end is bogus. Okay, fully scrapped idea. Let's go back to basics. I'm gonna try towards the middle again. Wrong way. Nah. Nah. What if I just imitate poorly what Endo is doing, but I can just do it? It's probably not even worth doing anymore, like, at all. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, that was not what Endo does. That was a weird flex. Oh, what's up, Endercat? I did not expect. Okay. I will try to sort myself and get off this attack soon. I don't want it to just be an hour of this. I don't think I need that. I was trying to go to the left at the ends. I'll go slightly off right. Working on IG's. Oh, sick. Now that's getting tighter. Okay, but if I just transpose one to the right, is that always the move when it's getting tighter? Just go one column over? Column is definitely not the right word, but it's the best I can do. Problem is I can't remember all that I've tried. I immediately forget as soon as I have to go through the first part of the attack. And I'm sure I'm trying unintentionally like the same stuff over and over again. Dead center. No. No. I am doing this on beta. Nah, I don't want to be anywhere near the middle or the right. Try to do the weird flex method. No, I don't. I've been not really trying to. Okay, let me like just try to do it like normal. I've been like searching as I've been as I should be dodging. I don't know how to explain. Like this is this is a little bit too tight for me. Where I got hit wouldn't happen very much. But I know there's a better place to be. I'm determined, I'll find one. There's certainly a maximally lenient portion where you can just wiggle from a certain gap to be in and direction to start with. If I'm not worried about finding a structured strategy, I can just dodge, but I am seeking a structured strategy, and I won't really be consistent until I spot it and I've locked it in. Or what if I just like, maybe I can start from the top left corner and, nah, I don't know. Something about that top left corner. It lures me. No, okay, you can't do a back and forth from there. Nah. It's surprisingly not immediately that much easier on this version. But it definitely is, well, yeah, once you found a strat, obviously, but before you have, and most people wouldn't because they're not gonna like grind it for consistency to do no hit. Most consistent on the right. Okay, I will just rush over to the right. I know the way I do this doesn't really... like, I don't end up on the right, but I don't think that matters. You can move across the board with hold breath pretty fast. I'll start checking stuff more over to the right. And that's where I can tell it was about to get tighter. Oh yeah, but then I transpose one over to the right. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Okay. What if I made it all the way to the spot that I transposed to, ultimately? Can I get there sooner? I don't think I'm interested in changing how I do the first half. Yeah, this looks to be the best that I've found so far, gap-wise. This is probably lore accurate Roaring Knight at the end of the game, if we fight them again. Like if there was a purified version of the knight that still like retained its form somehow. Is that even easier than what I was saying gets tight on the left side? Okay, no, I think it is easier. We'll see is the only healthy, honest answer. I don't know what I just said. Does that even make sense? Just don't promise a lot. It's best to not, if it's, you know, if it's not like a consequential thing. I am going to come back to this attack because, like, I know it's not going to be a problem long term, and I just want to see other stuff. Okay. How many attacks per phase? Ten. 9. Is that 6? Okay. I'll go in order. I'm gonna try to practice individual attacks of each phase. Do them like a few times in a row, respectively, no hit. At least, and then try to do a full phase no hit. Okay, that's normal. But I should be... Whoops. I was thinking while playing. What am I... This is the worst I've been on this. Okay. I guess I shouldn't so rigidly... Yeah, it doesn't matter which side of the box I'm on. How about that? Whoa. What actually am I doing? Oh, it actually is in sync with the things. You just need to move like as the once you know the sword is about to go, you just move towards the gap or away depending on which side of the box you're on. I do not need to hold X. That is nice. Oh, well, I thought the attack was gonna end for some reason. How hard is this without hold breath? Okay, actually, not really at all. I don't think I need to practice that at all. Hey, Sai. We have the developers in the chat as they're working tirelessly on the next update. The unused attacks are actually so damn good. I wasn't a knower. Let's go again. You can sort of get walled if you stay in the top. Very rarely. Okay, I shouldn't be shy to go a little bit downwards, just so I can, you know, cross horizontally sooner. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure. So the unused attacks, like, exist, but they, well, yeah, if they exist, obviously they have, like, a base state that they are in. The base state you had to, okay. They don't come that good. Well, I appreciate whatever you did, because, yeah. If there is a Knight rematch, there is absolutely no chance in my mind it could be easier. And I, like, not... That could come across disrespectful. I did not mean so. But I just can't see it. Okay, being centered is not the way, ever. Well, it has to assume you have better... The thing is, I think everything sort of gets more difficult as the game goes on, because your health increases, you're assumed to have stronger armor and weapons. And it... Like, yes, you have those things, but it's all... It has... The difficulty so far is, as far as I can remember, scaled like higher than what your armor and weapons compensate for. Whatever, I'm thinking the hardest boss in the game might be the end of the Shadow Crystal quest. I mean, maybe that's kind of a no-brainer. The final boss of the game could be. Please tell me Sham fight and it's way harder than Jevil. It's just, it's lining itself up so good. Whoops. No, I'm being silly. It's working, but... Ooh, what was that? A little bit of scuffage. I'm excited for if it's real, or if it is real, Ender. Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I'm not even positive we'll have a rematch, though. Well, I don't think any of us feel like we are. Hello. Oh. I want to say ego, but that is not... I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry. I will go with ego if that is okay. Whoops. Nah, I do not mind. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm becoming able to just wing this nearly in a similar fashion each time. You know, it depends on the mood, or like, sometimes I think I was secure just like going for it. But also, I have awkwardly been like, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to offend you, but I don't know. Hold on, what was I thinking? I thought something earlier on this. Okay. If I am... Nah. No slow moving shit in the beginning. That is way too confusing. Yeah, it's too fast paced. I think you just move once the first sword has like retracted all the way. That's all you gotta look out for? Or when it's nearly there? Oh, but if you... Depending on your positioning, it may not retract, like, at all. so you can stay centered and then last second go. Okay, surely I can just first try the phase. I don't need to do that twice. That was, hold on. I could have clutched it. I just knew I did something different and was like, fuck. Okay, just go to the left edge. And whatever I happen to do, I have seen before several times. Okay. I thought the bottom right corner might be safe. What am I doing? I have no conception of how long that attack lasts, is my thing. Just assume it goes on forever, and I should be fine. I gotta read chat more, I'm sorry. $4,000. Oh wow. Well, if you get hit by the bird, is that what it is? I did not notice. You shouldn't get hit by it. But if you do, game over. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm... Am I remembering how bad I was at reading chat? Because I get too locked in on the gameplay? Alright, don't mess it up. Okay, I think that's phase 1 no hit. Oh, okay, I see. Damn. Oh wait, Frenzy. I didn't practice this one. Whoops. It's easy though. Well, did I only have to dodge one of the... I need to practice this a little bit. I should be on the bottom. That's the easiest. Bottom makes that the easiest, and then... Okay, you go bottom to top, left to right. Although, be careful when dodging the second rotating slash, as it were. Actually, I could probably just be in the middle. I don't want to worry about any attack where I need to remember to immediately go to a spot. It's just gonna be so hard to learn or put into effect in real runs. Okay. Let's see if my 40-minute no-hit night useless attempting over months has made me any better at this. It has, but this is still crazy. Being nerfed. Okay, fair enough. That means it's good practice for right now. Yeah, my subconscious is very primed for this because I've had to dodge some stupid scenarios in regular phase 3 night. Have a good night, Heat Grid. Oh my, I didn't even, Heat Grid. Can't even talk. Less projectiles, but more stars. Oh, that sounds like a good compromise. Already pretty dense. Well, see how that... Oh my god, wait, I did not make sure to get in a good spot on the box. Okay, this actually could be easier more consistently if I hug the left, if that's possible. And most patterns is not really doable. It was only in that one. I sort of need to like read the path that I can take very early on and then just dodge it at the right pace so that the bullets fall behind me and never get in my way. Can never be done like exactly perfect, But the closer to perfect it is, the fewer things you have to worry about. Oh, whoops. Oh, damn, I didn't see that. I don't know if I'm really gonna improve at that one very much. And it's also the first one in the phase, so if I'm just doing a phase no-hit, we'll leave it at that. This I might be on for a minute. This is pretty sick. It requires much intention to not trap yourself. Oh, this is... I did not... I had no idea. I sort of knew about the other ones, but didn't know this was very similar to an unused one. I don't know how similar, but I trust you made it good. Hey Nino, playing an epic, harder version of the hardest fight. I don't know if I mean, is there a way to calculatedly go slower and not get trapped? Not really. Well, what if I slow soul the whole way? How about that? I'll show stars 3. I mean, luckily you get saved by TP maxing without even trying. Yeah, the most intentional dodge of my life. That was so lucky. I have to get lucky at least like twice. Like I can't check if switching directions is safe. I'd say emphasis on the somewhat. The problem, like, it almost doesn't matter if you can read it because you could very feasibly just be walled, I think. Unless you are a master genius at seeing 1 second in the future. Whatever that means. That was probably the most dodgeable pattern, but somewhat cooked challenge. This is the fight is currently, like, as far as I understand, like being finalized, like reworked to developer satisfaction for like difficulty balancing. This is not going to stay how it is. Final attack. So the second half of this attack used to have subtle RNG, or like just a pinch of RNG in it. The devs could explain in simplest terms what that was, but basically the pattern like wasn't the same every time. It was like slightly shifted, as far as I understand, to the side, or like there was like a range it could be shifted, and that just totally changed how you would have to dodge instance to instance. Basically, you'd have to transpose like the column you were, or at least the way I approach it, I had to like transpose from the column I was wiggling, just going back and forth into, and like it would start to become clear that it would get too tight and I wouldn't be able to continue wiggling, so I'd have to like move over to a different column and hope I could react to see that it was a lenient... It's hard to explain in words. Yeah, whatever. Give up. It would have been much less... I don't know, it would have been less consistent for me. Much less? I'm not sure. I think I'm happy with this until I am shown... Well, I say that and then I get hit. I'm not happy with that. Okay, I'm gonna solve this right now. I will find the spot I'm happy with for real. No, that's too skewed. Oh, a little bit to the right. Okay, what's the... I can't seem to find, like, that lenient gap that I often transpose into. If I can just get in that one from the get-go. Maybe it's that I'm moving the wrong direction first, also. Keep that in mind. Oh, there we go. Yup, yeah. No, 100% undoubtedly that is the most lenient spot that I've seen so far. I want to find the exact spot where I can literally just rock back and forth entirely through the whole thing. I'm almost doing that right now, but I have to, like, move one column to the right. Maybe I have to do that. I'm not convinced yet, though. That's not the spot. I think I keep going. Am I moving left first or no? I almost have it. Nope, not the spot. Okay, I'm just going to do it the natural way. If I keep messing with it, it's not going to feel natural anymore. Sounds good, Sai. Have fun making. As Queen and Spamton both said. Once more. It's fine. Alright, Ender. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good sleep. I can believe that shoot 'em up games are often more challenging, or at least like overwhelming looking. Whoops. My reaction speed, I could try to test again. Well, I have a Twitch highlight where I was able to get sub 130, but like right now, whatever. Okay, I'll put myself on the spot. It's been a while. I'm a little tired, and I have not been able to get anywhere close to that since. But just for you, I will try. I used to do it on a different website that seemed to always give way lower numbers than Human Benchmark, but I'm going to use Human Benchmark. I just remembered that. I think that's why I can't eclipse that like 129 average, or 129 millisecond average. But I definitely have a low reaction time. Okay, let's switch scene. Why is this? Okay. Oh, right. I have not captured this monitor before. Whoa. Okay. Lock in. Double audio? Oh, is that what happens? Oh god. Gaster? Oceania? Classic. Okay, there's the right one. What am I doing? Well, I was testing my reaction time at the request of Nino. But I'm doing a harder version, harder modded version of the hardest boss in Deltarune currently. Unfortunately, yeah, Sans 2x speed is definitely reaction time gated. Oh, it's just the mic? Is it? It's not still doing it, is it? It was only on the monitor scene? Okay. What's the secret? Can I actually just be on the edge? Nah, well, I think you actually might always have a way out technically. That was not careful. Yeah, this one's messing with me. I don't see the vision. Did I consider any speeds higher than 2 times speed? I have. I've tried practicing 2.5 in Undertale Godhome. And, like, I don't even know if I've dodged a full iteration of any flashing attack that way. It is... like, I would have to get the, like, the nat 20 reaction, like, every single time. Like, technically, I can very convincingly react and dodge to a single mini attack in the flashing attacks, but in sequence, I am not so convincingly dodging, if at all, like, any of the rest in a full pattern. Did I just disable hold breath? No. How much did I play Deltarune for? I don't know how long my, like, I don't think you're asking this, but, like, casual playthrough. I mean, definitely, like, over, like, 20, 30 plus hours. But how much time I've spent on the, like, beyond just doing casual playthrough, the only thing I've spent significant time on that I can remember is the Knight and trying to do a Woodblade only no-hit, which is like a 20-minute extended no-hit of the Knight. That took me several months, but I was like not super actively trying it the whole time. But I'm pretty certain I put over 100 hours into that, I think. I mean, at least like 70, but probably over 100. Or whatever I said in my description, that was, I think, a more accurate estimate. Well, Nino, do you have like high-end hardware for your PC? Because not having like the lowest latency will just add potentially dozens of millisecond delay. Like before, like when I had an average PC, I was able to get sub 200 reaction time, but not like as consistently, if I remember correctly. It's hard for me to remember, but I remember it was not as easy to get close to 150 before I started like improving my hardware. The mouse is like the least likely thing, because that's at least 1000 hertz probably, or it's like at worst adding like 6 millisecond delay. I don't know, I'm kind of talking out of my ass. I vaguely know, but I think the mouse is the least of concern. It really starts with the, well, yeah, the internals of the computer. The CPU and GPU, I think, are the main components. Is there a mod to do the Roaring Knight with just one character? I think you could edit. I don't know if you can simply edit the game to do that. The way people, well, I mean, you can just effectively do that by not utilizing the other characters besides defending. Well, no, if you're saying to like beat with a, you know, decreased health pool, their health pool is, I don't know. As far as, I mean, when you're doing no-hit, that, I guess, doesn't really matter. Phone is way less likely to, I think phone has way worse delay than a computer does. Usually, though it might have a 120 hertz screen if you have a more modern phone. Okay, yeah, it's worse. Basically, Nino. Whoops, I wasn't looking. Basically, Nino, I think your reaction time in reality is probably faster than the results you're getting. By how many milliseconds, couldn't say. Somewhere between like 15 and 45. Milliseconds. Most dodging in games doesn't require like the full extent of your reaction time, so the delay you can get pretty consistent with if you have enough time to like see ahead, and you know, you'll just automatically press in advance at the right amount because you're inherently going to be used to the delay if you've played on it for a while. It's invisible until you have something to compare it to. And the thing is, the reaction time test, I don't know like what once you add complexities to it, because the reaction time test is just click, you're reacting to one change and you just press a button. It's just one action. But in games, it's more complex scenarios, and surely your reaction time is, like, I'm not reacting in 150 milliseconds. I have to like process what I see first to determine what the correct inputs are. It's so like there's more, like I have to actually make decisions as opposed to like, okay, put my finger, like let my finger go down because it's green now. I don't know. I am going to return to Quick Slash later. I have no ideas on that besides just BSing it. Yeah, processing delay decreasing was the only hope I had for Sans 2x speed. Like you can shorten that delay to be like closer and closer to your reaction time, but it can never like be your like simplest reaction time like how it's tested on those websites. Ah. Ah, that was possible to react to for sure. Am I a sucker for, like, struggling a bit on this? I feel like one. It's because I'm like, I think I'm thinking too hard in considering if it's aiming at me. I think I just need to more instinctually just go and choose. Just choose with less thought. And moving almost constantly within reason actually is better than just standing still. Although that kind of tripped me up there. The only reason I got hit is because I kept like wanting to go back to center. This definitely is not, I would not consider this one of the harder things. I just went into that. Should I just stay in the bottom corner and learn to read when it's aiming at me? That might be the best way. What about the top corner? I don't think it's any different. I walked into that one. Yikes. Now, I want to learn to, like, actually read it, so I'll try to stay more centered. Going in the direction it's pointing is not the right way. I'll just lock in when the time comes. Doing it over and over again doesn't instill any more confidence, really. This, I think I can hug the top and not get walled, probably. I wasn't even looking at the bird. Again, I wasn't even looking. It's true. Once you're forced to move, you might be forced into an extended awkward scenario, and you're also just not, you're robbing yourself of the experience of having to actually move around and read it. So once you actually do have to move, and then it's like an extended moving thing, whatever. I give up explaining. I think I get what you mean. I was just trying to rephrase it. I need to just be a little higher. That's like a frequent thing. I'm always too low. Not always. Is it because I'm changing vertical as they're targeting me? One more. I'll take it. That was barely got hit. It's fine. Surely. Oh wow. Okay. I couldn't decide if I should recenter. Like, it felt like going in the corners was not right. Wrong way. Harder than Azrael no-hit. I can't even do that comparison because so much of the difficulty of full phases or all phases of Azrael no-hit is dependent on the like less than 5% chance you dodge the final attack. If we're not considering the final attack, Azrael has to be easier. There's no way. Or the penultimate attack, I should say. The one that is like I said, like less than 5% chance you dodge it. It's just so imbalanced difficulty-wise, and for the wrong reasons is the phrasing that comes to mind, that it's just not even worth the comparison, especially. Is it 90% luck and 10% skill? I don't know if I can agree with that, like, way of framing it. Your odds of winning sooner get better the more consistent and skilled you are at the whole of the fight. But it's ultimately, like, if you increase the odds of everything else, you're still bottlenecked by the odds of the final hardest thing. Like, I guess I'm like 10% skill. The reason that doesn't sit right is because it does require like a decent amount of practice to get fully down the rest of the fight, and to even have like have a chance, you have to be quite good at the rest. It's just, I don't know, I don't want to simplify I don't know how to categorize it, is what I'm saying. Okay, no, I can't just stay still. Don't know why I keep trying to do that. Okay, actually lock in. I can't figure out the way of moving around that's best. Like the biggest, I guess I could put it this way, the biggest factor preventing you from doing all phases no hit Azrael is luck. But in order to even dodge the luck thing, you do need a high amount of skill. Like, but only at that particular thing. Like, if you can't even somewhat read what you're seeing, you have way worse chance. Welcome back, Blue Void. Well, I don't know what's with the introduction of the rotating slash that makes me just want to go in the same direction as diagonal swords. I can sort of get into a rock back and forth rhythm. No, yeah, 100% Nino. Oh, just start. I'm forced into the rocking back and forth before the sword spawn, but I can start that motion before the first sword spawn. I want to see if I can comfortably start from the middle ever. Actually, that's best. I went way too far there. Theoretically, I should just be able to go up and down. I just might have to go diagonal sometimes. Horizontal. Well, I don't know how I didn't avoid getting hit. Oh, I'm going right into it, right there. Well, there, but the first thing I was confused about how I got hit by. I guess it doesn't matter. What am I doing? every wrong way. That was luck. Yeah, you just want to go back to center, basically. And actually doing, like, circular motions somehow works out. I always do the same thing on that pattern, seemingly. Oh, I feel like such a bozo misreading swords. Pretty sure I can get this down all the way if I just do it enough. Whoops. I don't know if it's accessible. Like, you have to definitely get into practice tools, which is already, I think, a barrier for entry for people. They just like to attempt, most people just like to simply attempt over and over, I think. And if it's more complicated than that, then they're not even going to think to try. But the main thing, yeah, is that it's just not fun. You'd have to practice missiles over and over and over and over again, just for the most marginal improvements at reading ability and percentage increase of dodging the BS attack. I need to minimize the situations where I think it's going to end in a big gap, but it actually ends in a small gap at just the last second. I always go for the small one. Harder than an edge no heal. I know nothing about Undertale mods, unfortunately, and I probably never will. Do Undertale fan games tend to have practice mode? If you have to learn some of those complex attacks by just attempting over and over again, I would maybe lose my mind. I have been pretty spoiled by practice tools. Like, I say I'd lose my mind. I definitely have, like, very high patience, so maybe I could do it, and I mean, many have. But I might have a more cynical view on, like, perceivable artificial difficulty. Definitely not too concerned about doing the hardest thing ever right now. This is quite a decent challenge, and I think will be the main thing is quite enjoyable no-hit. I think I might be able to, you might be able to tell like how the patterns are gonna go based on the first rotating slash. To some extent. Debug, oh sick. I feel like the only way to no-hit like truly impressive stuff is if you can do individual attack practice. If you can't, I mean, you still could do the hardest stuff. I'm sure would multiply the time spent considerably. It would sit, I guess it wouldn't like sit nice with me if like the technical hardest challenge done was only the hardest because it can only be done without practice tools. Okay, that's all phase 2. Let me go in reverse order to refresh myself. Okay. My concern is irrelevant then. I kind of would be ridiculous if what I was worried about was true. Really? Yeah, I guess with Geometry Dash as the, like, standard, I know that's kind of weird to say, but it's definitely the most popular, way by far the most popular thing in this niche. And that has had practice mode established and not even questioned for the longest time. Hitboxes on these seem less lenient, but it's probably the same. This is 100% my weakest link, though. Know it, true pacifist. Whatever happened, honestly. Strong probably. Strong probably is as truthful as or as honest as I can be, that it just feels right. I think it will. I mean, if no hit Deltarune happens, how are we not going back and doing no hit true passive if it hasn't been done? Despite, I know, like, it's no hit Asriel, but just over 10 times worse. But I think you have to go in accepting the journey, like the monotonous journey, and like just relishing in that middle time if possible. I don't know if a human could like maintain that strong of a mindset through it, but having literally zero expectations the whole way through and just being like, this will just be a period of months to max, like, peak max couple years of my life that I'm like intermittently, you know, spending hours attempting this. I don't know, like, part of it seems like it could become like a ritual you look forward to whichever, you know, times and days during the week you could come and attempt it. But would it just be a monotonous hell? Is that inevitable? There's no way to have a positive mindset. I mean, well, that's the thing. If you were having fun with like chat and stuff, you'd be semi-distracted. Though most of the game, you'd hopefully be way overqualified in difficulty so that you could just auto-dodge most of the game. So maybe you could just, I mean, honestly, yeah, you'd probably stop getting nervous before Asgore. All bosses, all recruits on top of that. Nah, I honestly, deadass want to, but the only barrier is just the amount of practice. Different things I would have to practice. I am confident I could be highly consistent at every single thing. I don't know what like percentage success that would net me still, but I'm a notorious coping hoper, and I think it can be done. Is it? At least I would like to do the, gosh, what do we call it? Markless? The markless route? No hit. Can you do that on any save file on PC, by the way? If you know what I mean? Like the getting no trophy. Obviously, it's supposed to only work on PlayStation, but I think you can still get the dialogue on PC. But I don't know if you need no save data, like for real. Which, I mean, on PC, I guess you can just eliminate all of it, so that really doesn't matter. But I do wonder. The worst part of the corridor at the start of Chapter 4. I think that could be... actually, that would be scary as fuck late. Maybe. But, I don't know, maybe it could become trivial. It's just, hold on, I need to use the bathroom pretty bad. Give me 1 sec. Where did the time go? How is it actually almost 9:30? What? Man, having less free time is no joke. I'm pretty good at, like, one frame tapping. So I feel like I could get the corridor pretty good. After this, if I like to continue the momentum, my only two ideas for what to do after this is try to do sped up Gerson. Puff thinks that there's some impossible to no-hit 1.5 speed attack if you try to do defend only. I kind of want to see what that's about. See if it's like truly impossible to do defending only no-hit at 1.5. Besides that, chip away at no-hit Gerson 2x speed, which is probably another bullshit luck fest. But I very badly want to see that done. But the main thing I should practice is just, in general, all the enemies in the game in Kucher mod, all the encounters in the game in Kucher mod. And get save files at particular like non-boss fight places, or maybe just learn how to use debug mode. I don't know how to use all the practice tools. That's a lot of the mental barrier for me, is like imagining that the learning is going to be a lot more arduous than it is in reality. You just have to not think about it. Just don't think about how hard it's going to be until you're trying it and seeing for yourself and feeling, sensing it. The hammer attack at 1x speed, I'm pretty, like, I think I could get down pat. But maybe I should do speed hack no hits of all the bosses, you know? That would prime me to find it much easier to do 1x speed of all the bosses for full game no hit. I might just start treating this game like I was doing Undertale. I thought I would be playing Silksong at this time, but I did my first playthrough and I like the game. I just didn't catch the wave. I didn't have the dog in me. The spirit animal was not fully alive. I fully enjoyed the game. It was magnificent. But it's actually quite an involved speed game, it seems. And yeah, I just wasn't ready. I'm having more fun with this. Also, okay, I was saying it's like 9:30. I'm going to have to end the stream very, very soon in like the next, we're talking minutes. But let me just see if I can do a phase 2 no hit. I didn't start with the beginning. I don't know. I'm not happy with my quick slash approach. Yeah, Dawn. It's so daunting that I wonder if there's even going to be that many people trying for it, but no matter how skilled the person is, it's not going to be like clutched out or fluked. It just couldn't be. It's going to take someone a long time, no matter what. Just casually. That's the thing is, this is all hinging on Toby Fox not having an attack in the game that is comparable to the penultimate Azrael attack. Please, dear God, have it actually be scripted damage fully or dodgeable at a reasonable ratio. I have a hunch things will be more fair. I don't know, actually. I mean, he's not... I mean, he oversees the bullet patterns. I don't know how much of actual playtesting he does nowadays, though, because I don't know if his hands and wrists are, like, non-recoverable. And so, like, truly he can't really type so much or, like, do, like, tense gaming like that. Progress so far, I no-hit phase 1. Been kind of fucking around a little bit and talking a little bit more, going over phase 2, but I'm pretty confident. I'm gonna go in backwards order. I'm gonna end stream in like 5 minutes, but oh god, hold on. I need to lock back in for this. This is rough though. I have to find the rhythm. You gotta rock back and forth. Just, my ideas go up and down, and if there's a diagonal, just go perpendicular to it. I'm not saying these are like the best rules. They're just what I came up with that like simplifies it enough. Nah, this is... I'm definitely not no-hitting phase 2 right now. See you, Nino. am still very befuddled by Quick Slash. I know I've seen you like edge move at the end of it, and maybe I should just start doing that. It just instinctually feels like doing wide sweeps across the box should net the least chance that I get walled. But I don't know if that's true. It might need to be a little more controlled. I don't know if it was placebo, but somehow this seemed like easier to comprehend when I was hugging a side wall. I might just do that somehow, even if it is placebo, whatever. Works, doesn't it? All right. I probably should have practiced Swords 2 a little bit more. I want to see if I can somehow just do it. Yikes. How I do start, it's because I've had too much phase 3 Knight experience, way too much. Like, honestly, probably between 150 200 hours. Obviously not all on original Stars 3 of the Knight fight, but I've learned the I don't even know if I can explain it, but I'm able to subconsciously like know the best path to take, and sort of like how the rate that I need to move around the box so that stuff doesn't get in my way. It's not really explicable. It's just a lot of like trial and error that, whoops. Oh god, well that's not looking good. Like you and Green Knight and other attacks, right? This I happen to have a decent bit of reading experience doing. Stars 3 is quite literally absurd. The only thing that saves you is TP maxing, really. Yeah, I mean, like, that wasn't even... that was just luck. Okay, hold on. Let me try and make it look marginally less overwhelming. Nah, fuck it. God, I'm going overtime on my stream, but that's what Night Fever does to you. Or Kaizo Knight Fever, excuse me. Okay. With probably not enough practice, we'll see what I can do. We'll take that. No, we won't. Nah, I won't even feel... I don't even feel good if I get a phase 2 no-hit right now. I'm not ready. It was luck. That was not... I didn't fully comprehend that Starstorm. I will not front. They confirmed this is getting nerfed. You might already know that. I think you were saying that you were at least, like, requesting it. It does, and, like, yeah, it should. How hard is Box Cutter 3? I am, like, so good at Box Cutter 3. It is so fun to do. What is... No, Soul Splitter 2 is my dream. I know exactly where I want to go. Can this ever be diagonal? Oh, it can't be, can it? Okay, that would be a little crazy. I would like one that is just as fast with diagonals. I want to see what can I, without hold breath, how can I do on this out of curiosity? Actually, because there's no diagonals, I don't care. I immediately forgot. Splitter 1, is it still faster? It's not just a copy, is it? Of, like, Phase 3 version of the Knight. It kind of feels like it might just be a copy of regular Phase 3 Knight. It is slightly faster. No hold breath officially feels slow as hell now. I went so long building up so much muscle memory with no hold breath, and it just all got rewrote from like just several hours in this fight. Not like I'm too sad about it, but damn, is it slow. There's only so much. I don't think Soul Splitter is RNG, or at least like the teeth patterns. There's only so many. So I know how to, no matter what the combination is, dodge anything. And the toughest one, or the scariest one, is where I like hug the top right corner. But I've had not muscle memory, but well, maybe muscle memory. I've been decent at that for a long time. Okay. Last push for Phase 2 no-hit. I'm going to go in reverse order. I said I wouldn't feel good about it, but you never know. What if magically now it just clicks? Damn it. Go in reverse order to re-familiarize myself. I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I wonder, like, is it actually randomly selected the direction that's gonna get cut? There's gotta be some randomness, like, in this selection, but definitely not in the, like, pattern formation. Even to the... Okay. I wonder this. You know how the angle of the split is always different? I wonder if the angle of the split could tell you ahead of time what the spread is going to be, if you get what I'm saying. Like, could you learn to memorize? I don't know how many variations there would be if that's how it is, but I almost think that's the case. Ah. Oh, because with Green Knight, the speed difference is less between the slow and the fast teeth, right? And I think that's what that gets worse on the later iterations in the fight, like the later phases. That does seem rough. The Knight, or doing the Knight so much, has taught me, like, I can just instinctually hold X to just, like, apply the brakes, is how I think of it. And that helps so much on this one in particular. I guess, and the first iteration in Phase 1. But learning how to employ Slow Soul, like, anywhere, I think is worth considering. That or just getting good at single... I don't know what I was doing there. That or just getting good at, like, small tapping. Holy crap. I think I'm... yeah, underestimating how fast my soul moves. Alright, let's try. Okay, that was mostly comprehended, I would say. I just need to get used to, more than anything, the timing on Quick Slash of, like, how long the delay is before the slash, because I think that's what gets me screwed the most. This is my kryptonite, though, 100%. I wouldn't say it's the hardest thing in the fight. Like, I hesitate to say that. Or, no, I couldn't say that. But for me, it's the one I have, like, the least grip on. Okay. Where are we going, sir? Nah, as soon as I went up instinctually, I knew I was messed up. I'm the worst at dodging from up top. I don't know why it's like somehow the hardest to see or hardest to read for me. Maybe I should just be in the corner. It's kind of the easiest to react because you're just looking for a fast double coming your way right in the corner. And if you don't see that, then it's an easy dodge. Oh, we did it. Nice. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I actually am nervous. Oh. Why was I nervous? See, I actually didn't think I was gonna get this before I ended. Whew. Okay. I will study your quick slash technique, 100%. Oh, okay. Glad you could catch it, Puff. But, yeah, I went like 20 minutes past overtime. So, I intend to be back tomorrow. And probably every other day after that. Luckily, I do not have too many obligations besides work. And this weekend, you best believe unless I add more parameter, well, you know what? I can't say anything. I would expect to approach no hit being a possibility this weekend, but given this consistency, I'm iffy on. I'd give it another week and we'll see. Okay. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I will catch you next time. Have a good one.